Hello there, it's Matthew Miller on this Eco Liberty podcast, and I'm going to be speaking about the 5G, which Vodafone said it was going to be live, and yeah, Vodafone New Zealand set to launch 5G, and yes, on my last video about 5G, that's when I was talking about Vodafone launching it as well, and if you haven't watched it, why not go and check it out, because the last video that talk about 5G was around August when Vodafone was going to say they're going to launch 5G. And is 5G live or is it in the progress of being live? Well, I'm going to talk about it, and there are a lot of people are not convinced that 5G should go ahead. I think it should be hold until it's either be made safe or. And the thing is, has there been any safety studies on the 5G, and had they or had not? Well, I said it will be about at least 10 times faster than the 4G current network. It sounds good, but House Minister dismisses the 5G exposure warning. But why? But why did they do that? Why did they decide to dismiss them? Which I am going to talk about that. And yeah, there we are. And they send an attempt. Vodafone turns on 5G mobile service over main centre with the $10 surcharge coming. That's how it's actually coming, and here that's how it's actually live in parts of Auckland, Wellington, Christchurch, and Queenstown. Yeah, in the 4 areas in New Zealand, that's where 5G is going to be live, and they got a lot of videos about it as well, but I'm not going to go through them because it is going to take out a lot of my podcast, which I'm planning only to do it for up to about 30 minutes because I don't have many subscribers at all. Because, well, people, if you want me to do longer videos, please subscribe to my channel so I can do more, because I actually like to do more. Yeah, the police and Hamilton artificial company group were showing 5G could have real world benefits. He said, well, is that so? Well, is that so? The police discussed that a drone on Tuesday could take 4K video footage and feed that live to the officers on ground. Yeah, so they can bring in more surveillance as well. That could be the case, which I ain't going to talk about. And despite that, and the House Minister, which I'm going to go to that now, and yeah, House Minister David Clark dismissed 5G radiation exposure warnings. Why did he decide to do that? Why? Yeah, there we go. The Health Minister had dismissed concern raised by 230 scientists around the world that 5G radiation could pose a significant health risk. So he just dismisses it. He didn't even decide to go and look for it. Well, mate, you should look at it before you decide to launch 5G. Just to prove it is that it's actually safe. If not, it should not go ahead. It shouldn't go ahead. It should not go ahead if it's not proven safe. He just says, we're just going to go ahead. So that's what the health minister says. Oh, we're just going to go ahead. Oh boy. Yeah, radio frequency, electromagnetic fields, yeah. When 4G radiation. Well, let's go to the next tab and yeah. 5G, the global human experiment without consent. Oh, so they're just gonna just go ahead, roll it out without people's consent. They're just not gonna bother looking at safety studies about it though. They just wanna go ahead. Mm, mm. Yeah, because 5G built on existing infrastructure and addition use extremely high millimeter frequency of 24 gigahertz or more. These 5G signals don't travel fast, so those antennas had to be installed approximately every 2 to 10 homes in residential neighborhoods. 5G will similarly increase our wireless RF radiation, radio frequency, microwave exposure on 24/7 and 365-day year basis. Oh boy, sure. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. I'll say, people, if that's really the case, 5G should never go ahead unless it can be made safe. Well, whoever's trying to roll up 5G, I'm gonna say, sorry, mate, no, can't have it. We're not gonna have it because it's not safe. Yeah, it's not safe, and yeah, no safety studies. Yeah, so in February 29 and 20 in February 2019, U.S. Senator hearing senior telecom executives admit that they had not done any safety tests on 5G, nor they plan to do any. Huh. I no wonder why our health minister decided to dismiss it. Because there's no safety studies. And what about the 230 scientists that well, that 5G radiation could explode them, but what about that? Yeah. Yeah, 4G agenda's process include 200 billion transmitting objects, according to an estimate that it will be the power of Internet Things. Yeah, the Internet of Things like smart meters, smart fridges, and that though. Yeah, then they say, oh, well, the smart fridge says that, oh, you run out of milk. We have ordered some more milk. Oh, boy, sounds creepy. I don't think I don't want any like smart fridges because then when you run out of stuff, it just automatically orders more. So it'll just arrive at your front door without even going to order anything. So with those smart appliances, no thank you. No thank you. I don't want any smart appliances though. Like, yeah, we already got like smartphones and that, and people already like glued to it as well. Like when you try to chat to them, they they'll just like they just walk like it's on. They're just like. Yeah, smartphone zombies. hate to offend those who are addicted to have the smartphone addiction, but the thing is, that just proves my point anyway. It proves people's point that if you want to prove everyone, don't get addicted to those smartphones. If you have addiction problem, give it up for a weekend and see how you do, and or just give up for an entire week and see how you do without it. Try out for yourself and see how you can go. Yeah, here's the alarming amounts of harm. More than 10,000 pre-reviewed scientific studies conducted by independent researchers around the world demonstrate the harmful biological effects of wireless radiation because of their development stage. Children are more susceptible. Boy, that's why you don't give your children smartphones. That's why. And also, I got to say, giving your child a smartphone is like giving a grand cocaine, and why you don't charge it out at night. And I might to do a bonus footage up there as well. So when I'm finished, I'm not gonna like just finish it my way. I might do a bonus footage, bonus blog, and well, let's get back to that though. And because of their development stage, children are more susceptible. In addition, while wireless radiation effects are cumulative, putting children at greater risk. So, boy, whatever you do, do not give your children anything that's got Wi-Fi on, especially when it's turned on. For goodness sakes. Yeah, I'll say don't give them iPads or smartphones like Steve Jobs thing. Give to his own children an iPad. And there's also an article that relates to Bill Gates and why he never allowed his children to own a smartphone, any cell phone, either a dumb phone or a smartphone. He wouldn't let them have a cell phone until they're at least like 14 years old or something. And I probably wonder why. And I suggest that you take their advice as well. Don't let your children either have an iPad or a cell phone. Well, especially when they're at least like under 14 years old or something. Well, yeah. And this day it's gonna be tons of satellites in the sky. 20,000 satellites. Why that many? Why that many satellites? Is it necessary to have that many satellites? 20,000. Goodness gracious. Oh boy. Well, I'm being stuck on one article so far. That's one for humans are free, and there's another one from Scientific America. We have no reason to believe 5G is safe, and yet I'll say 5G is not actually really safe. They've been yet scientists speaking about wireless and that. Yeah. So I'll say, which I'm not going to go through that, people. I'm going to just have it in the link down below so you can read it yourself as well, because that's just going to take up more of my podcast as well. And it's just, yeah, there's a lot of articles to get through as well, so I'm just going to go through them and so I can get it done. Yeah, so let's just go through it as well. And yeah, the proposed for 5G masts to be built in Boshi refused planning permission, and yeah, just people are willing to say no, and a plan to build 5G has been thrown out by the council after hundreds of people had campaigned against it. What? It's just not people are happy about. No, we don't want it. I'll say no go. 5G is a no go. We do not want it. It's not proven safe. Unless it's proven safe, which it is not, so we're not going to have it. And yes, there's also having to be another protest that's also in Switzerland. Swiss citizens take to the streets to protest the 5G intervention as new illness starts at the same time. Wow. Oh, yeah. Over 1,000 people took to the streets in Switzerland to protest 5G rollout. Yeah, just no, it's not safe, it's not healthy, it should not go ahead. And that's why those people say, nah, we do not want it, it's not safe. Yeah, and also 4G is also, yeah, because on my smartphone, actually I do have a smartphone, and boy, when I turn on the cell data, boy, I can really feel the radiation, I can really feel it. And that's why I don't have it on all the time. Because boy, when I do have it on, I can feel the smog, yeah. The electric radiation, I can really feel that. So that's why when you're not using it, turn it off. Yeah, and also, it's also going to be illegal. Yeah, and that's over in New Zealand. Support illegal charging against the 5G cell tower rollout in New Zealand. And yeah, there's right there, and it's having to be from the Spark Foundation, which is the telecommunication. Before they actually were for the 5G one, and why is the Spark Foundation? Because if Spark is for 5G, they would have had probably took that. They would have had probably stopped funding as well, and I don't know why this is still up there. or or maybe Spark isn't for the 5G yet. Who knows, but I don't know why this is still up there, because this is from the Spark Foundation, because yeah, as we saw from the professor, I don't know, can't pronounce his first name, he's an international expert on radio frequency magnetic radiation. It has been described to launch a legal challenge to the planned rollout 5G. Lawyer Sue Gray had to agree to take the case, and we need funds to help. And yes, this is from, he said if you want to contribute, go ahead, and even if it's just only $5, it will help. Here, so any amounts is also appreciated to them as well. They will appreciate any amount, because they will go towards fighting to either slow down to either stop or slow down the rollout of 5G until the known of health respect. No, it's proven safe. If it's not hit 5G, it should not go here. It should be delayed unless it's proven safe. And yeah, and it's from Sue Gray, and on Facebook, I ain't going to go there and read the paragraph she said about it, and there it is right there, and why she said it's dangerous. Similarly with 5G, it only took a few minutes of engagement to reveal that there has been no safety test for humans, nor the environment that fiber optic is faster, safer, and more secure. That 5G is being driven by those hard telcos for profits, using an agenda to decide to exclude the public from the decision making. The issue is Who bears the risk of the many unknowns, and who should decide this? The bizarre corporate focused projects are highlighted by the government prohibiting it unless it's like proven safe, but allowing 5G poisons and other contaminants to be spread over us and our environment 24/7 until they are scientifically proven to be dangerous. And yet, that's all I gotta read, and that's the only part that I'm gonna read is that I highlight. So now it's time to move on. Yeah, and this is from the Vodafone website, and they say 5G is like the life to power fighting. Well, well, I'll find that hard to be funny because they say it's life to the power. Oh, well, funny, well, Vodafone, you tend to make me laugh because you're gonna try and roll out a fifth generation that's been proven safe. Do you want to enjoy 5G now? Probably before the health stuff, I will pass. So I'm going to pass on that. And yet, there's all our cell phones from Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus 5G, and this Samsung Galaxy A90 5G. Well, these things are 5G already. Or unless you wonder rusted, hard, or nuts, or any. So, you can say, oh, that's like, oh, do you want to buy a Galaxy that will roast your nuts? Or do you want to buy a Galaxy that will want to, if you're a girl, to roast your fanny? If you want, if you want to like a party that's there to roast your fanny, or if you decide to put on your breast, then that's going to also roast your breast and your heart. Because that's what it does. Oh, that's an iPad and there's a child. And what? What the? And good gracious. I know my humor is a bit dark because it isn't safe, because it is going to waste your heart, it's going to waste your nuts, and it's also going to waste your fanny if you're a woman. So if you're actually a male, if you don't want your nuts roasted, don't don't use wireless. And if you're a woman, if you don't want your breasts or your fanny roasted, don't use wireless. Gaining, well, going to have your nuts roasted. Where's 5G is very what? 5G is live in selective location across Auckland, Wellington, Christchurch, and Queenstown, only on Vodafone. But what about the other telecommunication like Telecom 2 degrees or something? Man, I'm just having a laugh. I know it's sort of a bit dark and a bit humorous. That's how you are, big country. Well, you're trying to tempt me for a robot? I'll say, nah, I'll pass. I'll pass on all those. I know you're just trying to make it sound good, but I will pass. So, well, Bonfire, my message to you is this: you can just suck it. I'm not going to buy your 5G products. I'm not going to spend that $10 as well. That's going to affect my health. So, no, thank you all. I ain't going to move in the area that's 5G rollout in it. So, well, and there's a thing about 5G as well. And it's also there to so they can bring in their social credit score, which they can bring in the surveillance, and which I ain't going to talk about as well. And let's move on to that as well. And this is called facial recognition. It says that surveillance fear over plans to put sensor in state house. And yet this is a sensor as well. I know this is not related to 5G, but this is going to be sort of related to the 5G rollout. So good, so they can sort of spy on what you do. And boy, this is really scary, people. This is really scary. And those sensors and that though, so they can spy on what you're doing. And yet, and it says the internet, yeah, it's all about the carbon dioxide. They want to tell you, say, how much CO2 you're putting up. Yeah, talk about a violation of privacy concern because they want to tell you how much CO2 you're breathing out or something. Yeah, so they can regulate what you breathe out. So, boy, this is really concerning as well. And yes, and it's also facial recognition as well. And yeah, the privacy concern over
So were you aware that foodstuffs?
Yeah, privacy concern over police new stage of art of facial recognition system. Oh boy, yeah, cause boy, once they have the facial recognition, and boy, that means with the social crediting score system in New Zealand, it could not be far off, cause if they have one of those facial recognition, boy, that means you're gonna know what's next.
Was using facial recognition technology to find shoplifters?
No, not at all. Not yet. It doesn't come as a massive surprise, but I guess that's just the development of security technology.
I think it's a good thing. I think if you want to put yourself out there as a shoplifter and you want to go and do those sorts of things, well, hey, these places are in.
Well, mate, you said it was going to be a good thing. Well, it's not going to be about stopping crime. It's going to be about spying on what you do and what you spend as well. And so is what they're going to be doing in China as well. So I wish I ain't going to be getting to that.
Business, and obviously it's detrimental to their business when people do those things. So, yeah, I don't see any issue with it.
That fella's out of his mind. He's so asleep at the wheel. Well, it's the latest.
Quite scary, actually.
Well, if that's scary, well, yeah, he should be concerned. At least that woman's more awake than that man. So good on her for being awake.
Basically having them watching your every move and know who you are. I don't necessarily want people to know I'm in Farmers or wherever.
Will this impact, I guess, where you shop? Do you think they should have told you that they were doing this?
I think they should have told people, but it won't impact her. It won't affect me and where I shop or anything like that, no.
Oh, well, it's going to affect everyone, mate. It's going to really affect everyone. Because, boy, they're going to roll that facial recognition as well. That's why you guys be speaking on. And yeah, it's going to be, yeah, with the biometric system. Yeah, biometric. Facial recognition. It's sort of like what the Chinese, it's sort of like, yeah, because if they have one of those, soon they're going to be creating the social credit score in New Zealand, and they could not be probably far off. And yeah, because they're going to be, yeah, it's all about the smart grid technology, and it's also like in the UK, yeah, I think that's also in the UK. I'm not sure. Yeah, it is in the UK. It says that the 5G able smart ambulance test contributing to multiple deaths of UK ambulance worker. Yeah, they're just gonna just bring out the smart ambulance, the driverless vehicles and that though. Boy, this is really concerning. if that's the case. Especially in the UK, they already got the 5G, so boy, they're way ahead of us, people, with the 5G. And I think in the USA, they're already testing it out as well, trying to get it going. And yet, Trump says that, oh, it's good to have 5G. He even said it in the tweets. Because he has his own Twitter account, and sometimes his tweets are actually rather hilarious, if you like Trump or not. Oh, and yeah, and this is from China, and I was going to watch from this part. China ranked good and bad students with social credit scores, and this is from the France 24 English. Yeah, that's in English, and that's from the France media. So I'm just gonna watch that now.
By using the most data possible, the so-called big data, the system will play an important role in rebuilding a moral society.
More society? Well, more like about controlling people. Yeah, because that's what it's all about, controlling people, saying who is good, bad, and boy, if your score gets too low, they can just shut you off. That's why they want microchips. And boy, when they're trying to say it's required, refuse the microchips. Refuse, say microchips. Hell no, we're not going to have any of that in our body. Because once you put that in your body, you lose all your privacy, you lose all your rights. That's how much you're sacrificing. A lot.
The state will go over every detail of a person's life with a fine-tooth comb. Their financial situation, spending habits, career, even behavior on social media.
Yep, behavior on social media, people. And yeah, boy, those who have a account on social media, because they're going to monitor what you actually do. And boy, you're going to probably know my score is going to be pretty low once that social media is out. Once that social credit score system is out, yeah, oh boy. Yeah.
Criticizing the government online or displaying outward signs of wealth is a no-no. On the other hand, praising the party or giving blood.
Yeah, that means you're not allowed to criticize the government or, well, but if you're really a conformist, yeah, it's all about conformity, people. That's what it's all about. So yeah, because once the score falls too low, boy, this is the, oh boy. They are scary, people. If you haven't heard much about the social credit system, there's another video on YouTube I highly recommend that you go and watch. It is right there, and this is from Social Credit, the China Digital Dystopia in the Making, and this is from Smith's picture on YouTube. I highly recommend that you go and watch it as well, and it's here right there, and which you can go and watch at your own time, so feel free. And it's also on ABC, and that's also a good one to watch. Go and watch that one as well. And again, I think this is all I gotta say for now. And I hope you enjoyed this podcast. This is Matthew Miller signing off, over and out. Yes, on this bonus blog, and I'm going to be talking about, and the reason why you shouldn't charge up your phone at night, and also some other things as well, and why the lithium-ion battery is very dangerous, and why you never want to smash your phone or anything, which I ain't going to show a video about why you don't do that as well. And And why, yeah, firefighters warn people about the dangers of sleeping with a charging phone. Oh boy, and you can probably know why, boy. Sure, you can see, look at that. And I wonder why, because it's a fire hazard. And this is probably from a lightning jack. You can see, look at that. Burnt, burnt, burnt. And this is from the Newton, here, from the New Hampshire Fire Department. And this post reveals that 53% of children and teenagers charge their phones and tablets either on their beds or under their pillows. Well, not only actually risk a fire hazard, but also a health hazard. Speaking of that, let's go to an article from National News. A New Zealand boy died after battling with brain cancer, Wi-Fi and wireless connected iPod, likely culprit. And let's read this. A 10-year-old New Zealand boy, Ethan, died recently after an 11-month-long battle with brain cancer. Attended here at Teen Homo Junior School along with the Kuiper coast of New Zealand. His death promoted his parents to petition the school that Ethan attended disabled their wireless system because of their him. Because that situation of that Wi-Fi is to blame for Ethan's death. Well, and you know what he happened to have? His iPod under his pillow. It must be one of those iPod touches. Yeah, it could be one of those, or iPad or something. And boy, people, it's probably best to have your smartphone or your any wireless devices off and turn off your routers, because that's proven those things ain't safe. And the problem is they're not willing to make it any safer. They just want to tell us, oh, it's just safe, it's nothing to worry about. But with the death of Ethan, that doesn't prove that the case, because he died with just having this iPod under it. It's just like having his head in a microwave. And boy, that's why you don't give those things to the kids. And that's back in 2014. That's almost 6 years ago. And boy, and now back to the fire thing as well. And there's also, I'm going to show you another video on that though. About when that fellow, yeah, he smashes Samsung Galaxy. Let's watch it.
Let's go, Michael. What are you doing? Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Look at that. Look at it. It's starting to like crackle, and you can see.
Oh my god!
Oh, and look at that. Smoke comes out. Oh boy. And he smashed the iPhone with the hammer, and boy, smoke comes out. And he probably doesn't know that. That is lithium battery. And boy, and those things are very dangerous. Lithium battery can be a safety hazard since they contain flammable electrolyte and may become poison if they become damaged. Damaged battery cell charge quickly could cause a short circuit, leading to explosions and fires. Oh boy, and this is from Wikipedia, and this video happens to prove it. Look at that. Look at all that smoke. For crying out loud. And man, lithium batteries are dangerous. Well, I don't think I have to watch any more, because if you want to watch more of the video, I'll have a link down there below, and why you shouldn't go just smash your smartphone if it contains lithium battery. So, and that's all I gotta say. And now let's move on. And this is from Business Insider. Giving your child a smartphone is like giving them a gram of cocaine, says the addiction expert. So, boy, because over in New Zealand, boy, we actually see children with smartphones and with iPads, and boy, it is frightening to see it. For crying out loud, if you're a parent, do not give your kids one of those smartphones or iPads or anything that's wireless or something though. Do not give your kids one of those. And also, and there's also an article relating to Bill Gates and why he never gives his children a cell phone until at least they're 14 years old. And also from Steve Jobs, he wouldn't let his children have an iPad. And here's a good reason why. And people, I hope you enjoyed this bonus blog, and that's what I'm going to actually say for now. This is Max Miller, signing off, over and out.